Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV with Senstaku and Uknits. I'm Senstaku.
I'm Uknits.
And we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. So we're going to go continue our storyline quest here with Senstaku once we drop off this quest, which we have to go to New Gridania anyways. So, actually before we do that, one thing I wanted to point out. One of the things, so I've played a lot of MMOs. And one of the things I really like about Final Fantasy XIV that things like games like World of Warcraft don't take for granted is the realism in context of the world they've established of the world. This place looks like a place people live and work. Like, you can't get to all the areas that this building shows, but it looks like a place where people live and work. This looks like a community. This looks like a real place that you could visit if you lived in this world. Whereas a free company invite. What? No, I don't want to join Team Rocket. Yes, decline it.
Why are we being invited to Team Rocket?
Apparently we are. But yeah, like, and there are people on the streets, and there are people that I can't even interact with, but they're clearly having a conversation. You know, there are things that there are signpostage. There's all this sort of thing where the world feels lived in and the world feels real. Games like World of Warcraft and Rift and a whole bunch of other MMOs, they are the only places you can go, or you might be able to go everywhere, but the only places that they have put are places where there's a purpose for you to go there for. They exist solely for you to go and do things. And there's a little bit of difference, like in World of Warcraft, in the cities, there are plenty of places that look like they've been lived there because they're designed, this is a city, and this is a place where people live and work. But then the ancillary locations, like if you just randomly go through, the places, there's lots of places in World of Warcraft that don't look like they're real places, or they look like they've been constructed just to be a different location in this world. Whereas with Final Fantasy XIV, you don't really get that. Even the areas that we'll see later where it's primarily like so the bad guy locations still look like, oh well, I can see that they live here. Which is something that I really like about this game. And I sort of rambled there for a bit, but
it also gave you time to set your timer.
It also gave me time to set a timer, exactly.
In a way that they wouldn't notice until I pointed it out.
I know. But like this place, it used to be a tree, obviously, and it was struck down by something, but the people here decided, you know, look, there's some sort of crevasse underneath it, we can use it for a thing. And so they dug into it, and this is all like the roots and boughs of the tree that they've sort of established a community inside of.
It's a heck of a tree.
Yeah, a heck of a tree.
Yay! We murdered your ladybugs.
There you go. Have some oils. Yeah, sure. Why not? Give us some mints.
We have fingerless leather gloves.
Equip. We also have leather crocodiles, which now make our pants look funny.
What happened to everything we were wearing?
Oh, I recommended gear. So there's a new function in the game where you can equip it. It looks through your inventory and sees what gear you have, and it says, "Oh, well, here's the gear that you have that's better for you. Let's put it on."
Huh. So now we're wearing shorts and a sleeveless shirt.
Well, we were already wearing the shorts. It replaced our shoes and our gloves.
Oh, okay.
So the gloves that we were wearing got replaced, and the shoes that we were wearing the boots that we were wearing got replaced.
Okay.
Like, here, I can show you. If it'll come up.
Nope.
Windows are for losers, apparently. There we go. So the Mikote gauntlets, if you try them on, they consist of all of that.
I see.
And the Mikote boots are those.
I see.
So now we look a little bit funny. We look a little bit like an impoverished English orphan.
Yeah. We're not styling.
Excuse me. May I have some more, please? Spear of the Fearless. Guildmaster Yuan wants to teach you the meaning of courage. Ah, you've returned. I take it from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good.
We stabbed some ladybugs.
We stabbed some squirrels, too.
It was so
and
difficult.
Some funguar.
They really fought back.
They did. No, sorry, I was distracted by seconds on my stopwatch. I was like, wait, that seems like we've been going a long time. No. You are ready to begin the next phase of your training. You will recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. Yes, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining what courage means. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. So it's an advanced courage, is what you're saying.
Ooh, okay. What's super courage?
Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure.
Hold on. I want to clarify that in, his introduction to the Lancers, he was all about being reckless. All over the place. Run forward with little armor and shank people with a spear.
Not reckless, courageous.
And now he's trying to tell us the difference between recklessness and courageousness.
The first part of courage is composure.
Looking good.
When outnumbered in battle, a Lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all his training will swiftly flee his mind. Not just Lancers, everybody.
Yeah.
And he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a Lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this and you'll be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. So the random words that they change are kind of funny to me. Like, instead of ounce, it's ons. Every ounce of strength and skill when it matters most. And so, to your first task, and by first I mean third. The riverbank of the Central Shroud are home to the vile kin known as Yazons. Fiercely territorial... Yabons? Yabon! Sorry. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of the victim in that instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Fucker! Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait, and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of their nest. It may be that only one curious Yarzan appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow their scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young Lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure.
So, basically what you're saying is go stab some things.
Stab some more things.
I don't feel like we need to be super composed to do this.
You need to be very composed.
I feel if we flail with a sharp, pointy stick wildly, we'll still kill them.
Stick him with the pointy end.
Yeah.
The Black Shroud.
You haven't actually taught us any techniques that we need to retain composure to perform.
No, just do it and you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's very much a guy who wants to teach by doing. Like, he very much subscribes to learn by doing.
Except it's more learn by, go figure it out on your own.
I mean, that's doing. That's learning by doing.
Like, alright, you need to learn how to use a spear? Well, don't run away!
Here we go!
If you never run away from a fight, you'll eventually have to learn how to use your spear.
Exactly. And that I find is the best way to learn. That's how I've learned all my life.
Right. You may not want to try skydiving.
I never wanted to try skydiving, so mission accomplished.
I kind of want to skydive.
You are the worst person to skydive, sir.
What are you talking about?
You have a heart condition and innumerable allergies.
How are allergies relevant to skydiving?
What happens if you pass through a cloud of smog that contains every one of your allergies?
Alright, you let me know how many latex clouds are floating in the sky.
You just happen to pass over Detroit.
Why am I... Alright.
Like just being in the air above Detroit alone. Ooh, a black aft. Ooh, a fate! Wait, what happened? One enchanted Eve. Some foul sorceresses enchanted the forest funguar, transforming them into man-eating menaces. This enchanted funguar. It's clearly a man-eating menace.
Okay. Hi there.
You man-eating menace. How dare you eat man with menace?
How is it even eating a man? It has no mouth.
Don't worry about it.
Like, does it kill
We're
you?
saving the world!
Does it kill you and then sit on you and, like, absorb your body into its roots?
Whoops. Microsoft Visual C++ runtime library error. Well, that's awkward. Slightly. All right, we're
currently back.
We're back.
There's a tree.
Nothing bad happened. All right.
We'd like to clarify that the reason you didn't get any of these last week was, well, no, the week before that was a similar reason.
Yeah, the game didn't want to start.
So,
no, last week it was because power was out, which also, I guess, means the game didn't want to start. But
last week was
game couldn't start. Really.
Because your street name decided to become literal.
Yeah, we had a transformer blow up and catch fire to everything. It was nice. And then, like, the next day we had construction crews out there trimming the tree line.
Yeah. Are we gonna fight that tree?
Well, it's level 12, and we're level 6, so no.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
Survival. We're courageous, remember, not reckless.
I don't know, he never really defined the difference
This
for us.
black F, on the other hand. Waha! So you see that mark above its head?
Yeah?
That means it's part of our hunting log. If we kill a number of those, we get bonus experience. It's one of the ways to level up in this game, by hunting creatures in your hunting log.
Ta-da! These things are not
Three
hard.
of them. We have to kill 3 of them.
Like, for being this, like, what does it mean that it's the same level as us?
No, it just means that it's equivalent in, it means that this is a creature that you can kill many of at that level.
Okay.
Like, if you were to take D&D's challenge rating, a challenge rating 6 creature is somebody that a level 6 person can kill with ease. As opposed to a party of level 6 creatures. Or a party of level 6 players. It basically, a couple of levels higher, a challenge but doable, a couple levels lower, ridiculously easy. And basically the gap determines how much experience you get from the deed.
Alright, let's use some foul-smelling bait.
So if you kill something like 5 levels higher than you get more XP, more EXP than you do if you kill something 5 levels
Feel a ravenous gaze!
Riverbank Yarzons, also known as Daddy Longlegs on steroids.
They're kind of, interesting looking.
Yeah, Daddy Longlegs on steroids.
So, do you feel composed, or do you feel like you're flailing at the things with a shank?
I feel very composed.
While you're flailing at them with a shank?
I'm not flailing. This is very precise strikes, sir.
Sticking with
I mean,
the
it's called the Vorpal Thrust and the True Thrust.
Ooh, there's 2 nests!
Yep. Well, there's more than 2 nests, but we only need 2 nests.
We'll
Also, I'd like to point out, how is something this big coming out of a crack that small?
Have you never seen a spider disappear into a crack, sir?
It's true. Well, we're stabbing it anyway.
I am curious, if you need bait to get these things out, how are they bothering the fishermen?
The fishermen have bait, see. That's what they use to fish.
So is it just, they come out for fish bait?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same bait that the fishermen are using for fish, the Yarzon are attracted to.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And so that's why they're bothering the fishermen.
But not adventurers.
Well,
Unless you go poke
we're
them.
not fishing, so we had to take the bait and introduce it to them and say, "Hey, here you go," and then like, yummy, something for my tummy.
Can you go poke that tree?
And then it was an axe or a spear. Let's poke the tree.
Ah, yeah, come on.
Let's do it. Let's be reckless. We can always run away if we need to.
Yeah, we're... I like circle strafing. Always effective.
It is.
Circle strafe while you shank. We lost a lot of hit points somewhere in there, and I missed that part.
Because it's a level 12 enemy, you see. Run away!
I missed the part where we got hurt.
Every time it hit us. That's why you don't fight a creature double your level. See how much damage we did to it? See how much damage it did to us?
It'll be fine. Rub some dirt on
We'll
it.
be fine, limping away. Free company invite from Aura Alexia. Zasera. This is slogan, whatever it takes, as long as it takes. No. Yes.
Why are we getting random invites?
Because people like... free companies are guilds.
Okay.
And the more people you have in it, the better your guild does, and everything they do contributes to the guild, etc. So it's always good to have more people in your guild, but it's not always good to have... But not all guilds are good. So, like, there are bad guilds out there that just suck, or are filled with people who are not good people.
I see.
Or not nice. To the Bannock!
Let us go tell him that we have...
We will do that in just a minute.
Oh. Okay.
Just a minute.
Do we get to talk to Meown?
Yes, we're talking to Mother Meow. Meow, we should have to send an intro to the instructor at the Bannock. Senstaku, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. Ooh. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you do not stray far from the path. Twelvewood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush.
So what you're saying is, you're sending us on a fetch quest to go find if somebody else needs a fetch quest done for them.
Yep. Also, other people need fetch quests. Let's grab the fetch quests.
They'll happen probably off screen.
Fetch quests. Oh, they'll happen as we go. I'm not concerned about their dialogue though.
Sprint, the most useful power.
It is.
Your tail is very floppy.
I'm a cat. I mean, it's not really floppy.
It is when you run.
It's flowy. We say it flows, sir.
Okay. I've seen cats run. Their tails do interesting things.
Yep.
They're counterbalances.
They are. I don't think the tail would have to be much larger to counterbalance me at this size.
True.
It's not really a counterbalance for Mikote.
Or if you're one of my cats, you flail your tail around and then try to stop and then run headfirst into a wall. But you know.
Flunk. Welcome back, Senstaku, and well done! I trust you now understand that in times of direst needs, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail the lancer who lacks composure.
I like how you keep emphasizing that actually being good at what we do doesn't matter, so long as we're courageous.
Like, you'd be the strongest lancer in the world, but if you're a coward, it means nothing. I mean, I guess that's true.
That part is true, but not so much with the you can be the most courageous lancer in the world and you can accomplish anything. No, you
are now ready to learn the second aspect of a lancer's courage: resolve.
Ooh.
When faced with a terrible foe, a lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. You've said that 5 times already. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. A lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. I mean, technically, he is nothing but a man holding a pole.
Yeah.
Even if he's attacking, but still. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not, and will never be a shield.
Hey, Crash one-shot one guy with that broomstick.
I know. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the central shroud, to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, the neck of 12wood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that will be to defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young lancer. I will say only this. If you face these foes with the lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, pray report to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you will benefit from hearing. A lancer learns best when he is doing, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Senstaku, and do as I bid you!
So, could you tell me what the meaningful difference between composure and resolve is, the way that he has define them?
Well, composure is your ability to not run away, and resolve is your ability to continue fighting.
So, if you have the ability to not run away, but not the ability to fight, and you stand there like a target dummy, then you have one aspect of courage.
Yes. Standing there and not running away is one aspect of courage. Fighting back is the other. Apparently. Why am I taking the long way?
Why are we taking the long way?
That's a good question. Run! Juke left, juke right, juke left, juke right. Actually, other way around. But still.
I feel like the way that you move side to side while you're sprinting is a little silly.
Need to go to. Actually,
It's a ferry!
It is a ferry! And a person!
Huh.
What's up, guys? I'm cool. That's the I'm cool pose.
Is it really now?
Yes. The universal pose for being cool.
I've been very much... I'm informed now. I did not know that pose beforehand.
Indeed. Now you know.
Does that make me cool?
No.
Does doing the pose make me cool?
Only if you do it while hovering in the air, about to teleport away.
I'll work on that one.
Yeah. The second half of that is the harder part.
Okay. Because I was thinking it was just the pose. I didn't realize that the floating was also required.
I mean, the floating's part of the pose.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's jump in the river.
Cats love water, right?
Some do.
Some do. I've yet to meet them, but some do.
Yeah.
Hello, giant cockroaches. Or giant flies.
Alright.
There we go.
What are the chigones?
Chigons, yes.
You know... the Bannock.
No, I don't know. You were about to say something.
Was I now?
Yeah, you said you know.
I forgot.
See, delivery, done, blah blah blah, don't give a fuck. Give me the experience. Alright.
Yay!
Galfred! Greetings, Senstaku Uknits. Meow, sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I am responsible for training our twin adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12's Wood has much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral Era 5 years ago.
That was a series of proper nouns.
It was. The power of the elementals wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. Chaos! A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and new-sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the 12's Wood is ailing, its only rich variety of fading memory. Its once rich variety of fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty. It is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests and do all that you can. The elements bless your endeavors, since it's not us.
So what he's saying is, hey, do some fetch quests here too, why don't you?
Yep! I see you are eager to lend a hand, Senstaku, that as well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I've established that your equipment is equal to the task.
I've got a stick with a pointy end.
It's true. It bears repeating that in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral Era, many of the 12's creatures are transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters, venturing into the forest where the proper years tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor of sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of an item level 5 or above before returning to speak to Galfred.
Oh well.
Well, that'll take a while. Currently, it's item level.
You got level
1, 5. Oh, that's 5. 1. All right.
Well,
we're off to a good start.
We're wearing clothes.
We are wearing outfits.
Chigo.
These are weaker Chigo. Fate joined. Da-da-da! Clever girls. The Annales of Naked Rock have ventured forth from their territory to hunt. Eliminate the pack before they begin feeding on the small folk.
Okay. Oh, there we are.
It's a fucking raptor!
Heck yeah!
What sort of a forest has dragon raptors?
Those wings look really dumb.
They look like they don't do much. Also, these are hunting journal enemies for me.
Yay!
So,
oh, there's another one. To your right.
Experience. I know. I see it. There we go. You there! Eat a spear.
Please don't actually eat it. We need it.
Don't actually eat it. Like, take it into you, but not in a manner that's beneficial to you. And yeah, I need to stress that as a clarification point.
Yeah.
Just eat it in a sense, as in I'm going to stab you with it, and nothing more. Alright.
Oh. He's got an AoE attack on his bike.
Yep. Cool in front of him. Breath weapons, man.
Oh.
I wonder if he has to roll a d4 to get it back.
D4 plus 1?
Yeah. That's how many rounds it takes for you to get it back. Or no.
That's only dragons.
Yeah.
Most creatures have like X times per day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a dragon breath attack, so. Although what dragon breathes bubbles, I don't know.
Bubble dragons.
The bubble dragons, obviously! Those elusive creatures.
Where do you think they get bubble tea from?
From bubble dragons.
Yeah.
Obviously. Unfortunately, they don't have friendly fire.
Why would they?
That would just be helpful.
Yeah. Well, you know, bubble dragons are immune to bubbles.
Obviously.
They're not like rattlesnakes. They're immune to their own attack. I do always find it interesting. Like in D&D, creatures all are specifically immune to their own poison, but that's not how real life works.
No. Not always, anyway. Some are, but not all.
Like snakes aren't.
Alright. Slay creatures at the class pillars. We'll do that. I think we're going to do that next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV with Senstaku and Uknits. Say goodbye, Units!
Bye!
Goodbye.